We are streaming live. Let's welcome everybody to our night of Dungeons and Dragons, where we are doing. Wait for it.
Hello everybody, I'm your Dungeon Master Brian, and we are playing Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen.
Welcome everybody. We are episode 48. I have not done that deep voice in a long time. They call it the narrator voice, so it's fun. So last week, here up on the screen, our party is in the City of Lost Names, where we are tasked.
From Thriller.
Yes, it does have that voice. So our task here is to discover this crashed ancient city called the City of Lost Names, or Anyari. And we've gone through the city. We have recovered or refreshed the new Dragonlance from the Temple of Paladin. And we have also gone to, last week we went to this occupied mansion that to get some information. We're trying to find two key leaders in this army and take them down for the Kalamon army. While the Kalamon army is just kind of like south out of here, to run a diversion for us so that we can go in, infiltrate, take out the leaders, and do that type of stuff. But also kind of learn what the heck is going on and why the Red Dragon Army is here to do their evil plottiness. So last week we went to the occupied mansion, and I can flip us over here. But we used our Dragon Army outfits and kind of looked like officers, where we pretty much went through this area, the back door here, totally fooled the guards, went inside. Some guards here were eating food. They paid us no attention because we all just kind of blended in. And then the party went through, kind of opened a few doors and shut them very quickly, and continued up the stairs here to the second level, the second floor of this mansion that was pretty much destroyed on the right-hand side. But as we came into the top mansion, or the top floor here, we went in this door over here where there is an Aurak Draconian. His name was Captain Husk, and this is kind of what he looked like, but he was pretty much a very, he was the captain of the Dragon armies. He pretty much called our bluff on who we were, and so battle ensued where he had some nasty things. I think this might have been the first time that we fought an Aurak Draconian, but they're heavy magic using Draconians, or bat lizard, alligator, whatever we call them back in the old days. So he was pretty tough. He also had a breath weapon that was super nasty. The casters really took the brunt of it, I want to say right off the bat. There were about 3 Dragon Army officers that were in this room that also jumped in. Halvard kind of stood in the doorway, and when the doorway opened, it was a huge surprise, as Halvard knew the officer behind the door was Captain Drachman Phillips. And this is kind of like a backstory of Halvard's character, that Captain Drachman Phillips was a captain in Tarsus that took over when the captain that Halvard was under was slain by a bunch of goblins that attacked. Drachman Phillips kind of took over the leadership. He was pretty cocky and very risky in his quick judgment, and he didn't really think out things too well. Halvard and him kind of butted heads back in the day. Halvard kind of told him, like, hey, we should be a little bit more cautious. I think there's more goblins, and he just kind of threw that off to the wayside. He's like, you don't know anything. You're just like a simple soldier, like stand in line, whatever. So they butted heads, and then another battle ensued where it was, in fact, yes, more goblins. Halvard was correct. Drakman made the wrong call. A lot of Halvard's friends were killed in the process, and Halvard was almost killed also outside of Tarsus if it were not for Ispin Greenshield, who passed away, but Ispin basically saved Halvard's life from that fight, and ever since then, Halvard and Drakman did not get along. Halvard left the army in Tarsus and was doing mercenary work, and that's kind of where he learned about Ispin Greenshield and ventured that way. But it was quite a surprise knowing that Drakman Phillips, or maybe not a surprise, basically turned to money and greed and started working for the Dragon Army, which was kind of a surprise. But the heroes tackled the officers. Halvard defeated his arch nemesis. You guys captured one of the dragon officers, interrogated them. They gave you some information about Balefion and Lozat that are in the threshold of the heavens. Kind of give you some information. There's also a password that you need to say to get access through the threshold of the heavens. So hopefully you guys wrote that down. If not, we'll address it.
Didn't you say you were going to share it?
Yeah, I did in Discord, so it should be.
Is it Discord? Okay, I was
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I saw it, but I didn't like copy it all onto my notes yet.
It should be in the general discussion area.
Okay.
So yeah, if it's not there, yeah. But actually, I can just tell you what the secret. Okay. So yeah, he did tell you that the secret was. I'll look it up and we'll get there. But so anyways, you guys came across also like a magical item that you guys ended up giving to Xiaomi, who I'm gonna play her tonight. She is not here. But you guys came across a Pearl of Power. So she needed to attune to this item, but as you have this Pearl of Power, you can speak a command and you can gain an extra spell slot. So since warlocks have very minimal spell slots, you guys were very generous to offer this to her and stuff. So so she took that. It's going to definitely put that to good use. You guys, after, I think you guys dispatched the officer, but you guys, actually, yeah, didn't you guys end up killing the officer, or did you just leave him tied up, or I forget?
That was the intent.
Okay.
I don't think anybody objected to us murdering him.
Okay, cool. So you guys did that. You guys took off from the occupied mansion without notice. Nobody heard of this.
Let's pause there. So nobody heard us blowing all this shit up and like screams, yelps, whatever. We just are fine. We just kind of walk down the stairs, covered in blood and tired and like.
The mansion walls are very thick.
We're just
very soundproof.
I think we're gonna assume that everybody who is in the tavern was being like really raucous and loud, and they just didn't hear anything over the bar noise.
Yeah, I think maybe this mansion probably at one point belonged to maybe a musician where they had like soundproof walls and everything. So it's really hard.
You see all the foam
first floor to the second floor. Maybe the second floor is just all like a music studio, and they're just like.
I could think of other reasons for needing soundproof bedrooms upstairs.
That's right.
Well, okay.
We're
gonna keep this rated
also
PG
walk into a
for
room
kids.
and there was. Wasn't there a live band as well? Like several live bands that were performing.
Really loud alarm clocks.
Yeah.
Could be.
Heavy
I
metal.
don't know. Heavy metal bands
Mm-hmm.
rocking it pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs to sleep with white noise every night.
That's right. White noise. So good. So you guys took off from the mansion, and you guys are kind of destined to go to the threshold of the heavens. I know you guys have taken some damage and stuff too. It is probably about afternoon time, so it's not quite at dark, but I'll leave it up to you guys. You probably, I mean, you guys are maybe like right there on the map or on the picture and stuff, and this is the threshold of the heavens up there, but what would you guys like to do?
We just call those Dragonlance and fly them over there.
Oh, you can sure try.
Come here.
They're
Misunderstood creatures.
I don't know. Biddy's awfully bite-sized.
Yes. Yeah, did you guys...
I do also find absolutely hilarious that nobody has questioned such a teeny tiny dragon army office.
Oh.
Vilks in all shapes and sizes.
That's
Yes,
right.
there are dark no.
Queen Takesis takes all races. She does not discriminate. Which tonight's episode is brought to you by Takis. Let me see if I can keep waving this. This is the Red
Oh, that's why
Fire Takis. That's right. Sponsored by Queen of Takesis tonight. Nitro flavored.
A big box of Takis that I'm going to use for prizes for like some game we were playing last week at school. End up needing them at school, so I'll run home.
Nice.
Oh, shucks.
Hey.
Oh, shucks.
Queen
overload.
Queen Takesis approves of your snacks.
I would definitely be looking for like the first place to rest.
Okay.
That was
like are there any spots that we've noticed that that seem like are perusing through the city? We passed by a lot of other buildings. Are there any places that might be reasonable spots to rest up?
Well, as a matter of fact, you guys come across a building in your travels, and you guys find a nice kind of area that's kind of out of the way. There's kind of like a low fire that you can put, but it's kind of out of the way of a lot of buildings and roadways. So you guys are definitely able to take a nice long rest here. So go ahead and do your long rest. Let me...
I don't want to ruin it, but I would set a fire.
Okay.
Deep in enemy.
Or
no fire? Okay, cool. You guys will put out... Well, actually, you guys do not start a fire, but you guys just hang out. Maybe just like over here by the rock and stuff, and just kind of huddle up a lot around the cliff, kind of out of the way so that nobody notices, and you guys kind of rest up, have your rations. For those that need, whip out your holy symbol, start praying. Xiaomi starts kind of meditating to her dark fiended one and stuff. And so you guys go ahead. What's that?
Is this a Tessa map?
Yes, this is a Tessa map. Yes. So
I'm gonna drop a link, folks.
Drop it.
And the stream support this artist.
Yes, so Tessa makes amazing maps at dmguild.com. Go check her stuff out. I think she just has some new stuff for the new Vecna campaign too. So I'll probably be purchasing that. But she has like all sorts of character tokens. If you do roll 20, she has everything compatible to roll 20. She has like I think there's a certain UVTT profile that already comes with the grid, and everything is like, it's really user friendly if you're a DM. Like, it's so nice, and it adds so much more flavor to the game. So definitely check out our stuff. Get it if you're going to get a campaign. Highly recommend it. Really good stuff. So thank you. So yeah, you guys take a long rest. Let me just roll a d20 here.
I'm gonna go ahead, Albert, and
Right.
I'm further in the corner.
Sure.
Okay.
So your long rest is uneventful. Just as you guys long rest, you hear the whooshing of dragonelles and stuff flying overhead, but you guys are well out of sight of the enemy. And so you guys kind of wake up early in the morning. It's probably about 6 o'clock, just when the sun starts to rise, and you guys start heading towards the to the spire, the threshold of the heavens. As you guys are walking there, you guys come across some partial remains of an adult bronze dragon that lies in a heap between two structures. So just something of interest as you guys
Is this something that is recent?
No, this is something from centuries of old.
So it just, the body stays. How do we know it's a bronze dragon?
It's just bones. We're like,
I'm like, it's so long. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's like most of it is just all bones, but you see like some scales that kind of give it away. You see like these bronze dragon scales that kind of litter up the ground and the pebble work and the rock formation.
Can Biddy go over and just kind of touch the dragon and just sort of say for it?
Sure. Yeah, you go over there, and so you want to touch the scales or touch?
Yeah.
Okay. And
yeah, Biddy never touched a dragon. She's kind of she just wants to kind of like thank, like, just for like knowing that this exists, like just I don't know, thanking it for its sacrifice, because dragons were
sure
the ones doing the good. I don't know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ball will be right behind you too.
It's like
all things.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys go ahead and make just like a religion check and stuff right now for me. Anybody that wants to pay their respects.
Dirty.
18 and a 20. Okay. So you guys pay your respects. You bow down. Biddy, by getting a 20, you feel the light and inspiration come from either Paladin or Mishikal, but you feel like this sense of sorrow, but also the same type of hope that enters your heart and makes the weight of your heart lessen. And you see the sun just peek up over this huge valley that you're down in, and the sun just hits your shield in quite a way that kind of glows and it radiates. Biddy, I think you already have inspiration, but you will get inspiration for that roll. So knowing that you have inspiration, you can give your inspiration to somebody else. I guess that's how it works. So if you want to give your inspiration to another party member, go ahead and do that.
I'd give it to Halbert, but knows he'd have it longer than I have mine.
It's gonna last longer than Halvard himself. He'll die.
Yeah. He will die with his inspiration. He's that hardcore. He'll never use it.
I know. just knowing who I'm playing with.
Okay. So who did? I'm sorry. Who did you want to give it to, Tara?
You could do Xiaomi.
I'm going to give it to Balrin.
To Balrin. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Right.
wait.
Xiaomi
Wait, she's thinking twice.
She's got those big blasts, and so like I think if Xiaomi uses it, it's a hell of a lot of damage. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're both casters, so.
I'll give it to Xiaomi then.
Xiaomi? Okay. She has inspiration. She says, thank you. Thank you, Biddy. So you guys...
You're welcome!
You guys head on over to the threshold of the heavens. And let me kind of set the scene for you guys. Oh, wow.
Queen Takesis is waiting for you.
Queen
and
Takesis.
You kill lords.
So as you guys are going over there, you can tell there's like dragonels and riders kind of always patrolling overhead of this. So yeah, I should ask you, I assume everything, but I don't want to, but are you guys wearing your officer uniforms? And Balrin, are you using your Savak persona or your spell?
I think we should. Yeah, I mean, we're deep in enemy territory.
Yeah, the disguises have been working good for us so far.
They have. Okay. So, Balrin, you do your disguise self as a Savak Draconian as normal. The rest of you guys wear your Dragon Army uniforms. Xiaomi just keeps to her black robes and stuff and just kind of blends in the way she does. So, let's see. As you guys reach the center, you guys can see... Let's see if I have some cool maps or just visuals for you. I don't think I do, but I'll just put this right here until I describe. So yes, you guys see this island that is supporting the threshold of the heavens, and it bobs up in the air. So it's almost like levitating. The island is about 30 feet off the ground. You guys have noticed, like, by checking it out, you've seen like some Dragon Army troops kind of fly up to reach the tower. There are like some rocks and stuff, like I would say like down here that are, you see kind of how these rocks are kind of floaty. There's basically rocks that are floating down below there that you feel like if you don't have a means of flying up there, you could probably use your athletics to jump up on the rocks and get up there 30 feet. But yeah, how would you guys...
Are there any rocks that are like 10 feet off the ground?
Yeah, so it's basically there's you can jump up 10 feet to a rock, jump up another 10 feet to a rock, and then jump up another 10 feet, and then get to up here up top. So.
Oh, I was just gonna use my shiny boots.
You could do that too.
Flip. No, that's
Oh yeah.
We could just, if we can hop up, that's fine. I don't
have
to be fancy.
So I will. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have the flying boot?
I do.
You do.
Just thinking if I could, if we could hop up to different things, then I could try to like levitate up and throw a rope down for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that.
Could we? Is there an option to do like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, where we just like use a or on a rock and it will reverse time and lift us up? Because I played too much Tears of the Kingdom.
Totally what I plan on doing all days.
Jump up on your shield and
athletics. Someone could just make to climb.
Yeah. So I'll say like Biddy, you click your boots, or you don't really click them. Your boots are just have these feather wings on it. And if you want to
that'd
post
be awesome. Click them, like Dorothy.
Yeah. If you want to post them
Click
in
my heels
the
together.
chat, would be awesome. So you click them, Biddy, and your boots just start flying, and you see Biddy like fly up 10 feet to one rock. Or actually, you could probably fly all the way up. But as well, yeah. How? I mean, do you want to go rock by
Well,
rock,
it's 20
or how do you want to do this?
Jump up to whatever rock it takes for me to be able to levitate up.
Okay.
Now click my heels together and go.
So I know it's levitate. I don't think it's.
I'll flap my wings.
I don't think it's
without
fly.
anything.
So I don't think levitation gives you.
Levitation. I know I can go up 20
Yeah.
feet. Basically.
Oh, you can. Okay. So go ahead. Okay, so Biddy goes up. Go ahead and with advantage make a athletics check for me.
Oh, sure. Sorry to do it. I know. There it is. 17.
Awesome. So you get up to the first rock with no problem. You guys see Biddy fly up. You're up there, and you see your cohorts down below you. What do you want to do?
Am I on the island thing?
You're on the first rock, so you got another 20 feet to go. You can keep jumping rocks,
I
or
guess I just keep jumping.
okay. For the second rock, go ahead and make another athletics check with advantage.
Here we go.
Nice. You get to the second rock with no problem. You guys just see Biddy kind of jumping this little gnome-ish, heavily armored thing. You can just.
Doing my like.
All right. So you are.
Episode Yoda moves.
So you're about. So you got another 10 feet up to go. You see your companions down below you.
All right. I'm gonna keep going.
Keep going. Okay. Go ahead and make your last athletics with advantage if you want. Nice.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. Ooh, a nat 20.
Like
Okay. So yeah, you get up there.
with the perfect like 3-point rival hero like pose.
You do pose. You're kind of like in between one of the spires and stuff, and you look around the corner as you get up there, and you see there's like 4 heavily armed Savak Draconians. They do not notice you, just because of your nice athletics roll. And you see there's like a patrol of 3 Dragonels and their riders that whoosh, like go over the tower in like a swooping formation and then just take off, but you feel like you are not noticed yet. And you guys, the rest of you guys see Biddy just kind of disappear out of sight, but you see as she jumps up to the very top of the threshold.
So with the spire, if I'm sneaky, can I tie a rope to it and toss it over for them to climb up?
Yep. Yeah, you absolutely. Okay. With the spider, or what were you talking about?
You said I came up by a spire.
Oh yeah, by a spire. Yep. Sorry.
I was going to tie the rope to something on the ground so that it's anchored and then toss it down for them to climb up.
Cool. Okay, so you guys see this rope come down. And you guys see Biddy wave up there is waving at you guys. And you guys just use the rope with no problem. Get to the very top. And let's see. You guys get to the very top. Let me change where you guys are at. You guys get all to the very top. It takes you maybe about 5 minutes just to climb the rope, and everybody getting there. Wait for this map to load. Hopefully it does. That's kind of weird.
I wasn't sure if it was purposely not showing us the other half.
It should be.
Uh,
But are you guys seeing
I
all
see the
blackness?
first floor of the threshold.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys do? Okay.
No, I see
I
the
think
grid.
my computer's just
Black
lagging.
and
Also, see
the middle.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys arrive. My computer's just lagging a little bit by a little bit. So you guys get to the. Or just give me a second. You guys get to the ground floor. You see the Dragonelles kind of go overhead and pass by. There we go. Oh my god. So welcome to the Threshold of the Heavens. This area is
Yay.
kind of an open plaza that stretches 100 feet on each side of the tower, ending at the island's edge. So floating, or atop the floating island, a slender gray obelisk rises nearly 200 feet above the surrounding plaza. 4 graceful flying buttresses curve up the tower's entire height, and crystalline windows punctuate at its summit. At the tower's base stands a single stone door, and 4 hulking draconians guard the door while armored dragonelles and their riders circle above. And
Time to walk with purpose. You know, I got the phrase ready.
right.
Just gonna walk in through the front door.
All right.
We all
Ballin
sort of
starts walking up.
follow in line behind.
You guys all follow
Okay.
him? All right. So
Yeah.
I'll move you guys up to here. And you guys come across one of the Savak Draconians. And he stops you guys. And he says...
I will even beat him to it. I'll just be walking in Draconian save your whole world.
Halt there. Welcome.
I didn't understand that.
He says, I'm sorry, I was eating a mouthful of snacks. Yes, halt there. Before you go any further, state your business in the passphrase.
We've come to provide a report as to the army outside and what their intentions are.
Very well. What is the passphrase?
By her will, the world.
They move to the side as they nod to you, and they let you guys enter through the door. So, let me remove
And then
some-
I attack them all. No, I'm
you
just kidding.
attack them all.
The campaign, yeah, baby.
All right, so you
Mhm.
guys
This is
open
where
up.
we make our stand, people.
The stone door is like super big and heavy and like just opens up, and you guys step into the door, and the stone door just slowly closes behind you. And this is what you see before you. Let me move you
Fuck is
guys
that?
into the room. Put you guys right there.
Speaking of all the friendly stuff.
So you guys enter murals of idyllic life in the flying city adorn this grand foyer's gray stone walls. One on the west wall depicts a handsome, long-haired man in flowing robes, radiating golden light. Fountains burble to the north and to the south. Those are the fountains. The east wall holds a single door to the north and a double door to the south. You guys see a Bozok Draconian in front of you, and a creature you guys have never seen before. Let me send his image to the game log. Hopefully that works. Oh boy. All the links are
It did not.
broken right now. Let me see. Try it again.
Oh, there it was. That worked.
So this is like
so
a
pretty
huge creature. It's got like a bone type skeleton and razor sharp claws, and it just looks demonic, and it just like moves closer to this Bozok Draconian, and the Draconian kind of puts up his hand and halts the creature, and he says,
Halt there. What are you doing? Who are you, and why have you come to this tower? State your business.
Scouted. Sorry, I'm looking at names real quick. We are coming to report back to Lizette about the army side.
Lozet, huh? You have business with him?
We need to report to him what's happening outside these walls.
all right. Balrin, go ahead and make a charisma or a deception check
Don't fail.
against
please.
this Bozok
God,
Draconian.
don't fail.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, 24.
All right. The Bozok Draconian says, very well. You can continue on. And you just see like his companion next to him, just like this demonish looking thing, just like red eyes and just super angry and stuff. Does not like you guys at all. But you hear that.
I wanted to give it a wink. I'm not going to push our luck.
What's that?
But I wanted to give a wink, but I'm not going to push my luck.
Okay. The Bozok says, Gruelfast, enough, stand down. And that demon just kind of like... And they just kind of stand down, do their thing. Where did you guys want to go? Or what did you want to do?
There's a double door and a single door?
Lozot is just up the stairs. On the higher level.
Okay. Have you also seen... I can't even say the name and I have it written.
Balatheon.
Balatheon. Is Balatheon up there?
Balatheon is also up there as well. He's on the highest floor. But you have business with Lozot,
Excellent.
so please don't let me keep you waiting.
And then, yeah, we'll just go to the stairs. So we can't tell where the stairs are, right?
You can't.
Doors?
All you know is there's 2 double doors down here to the south and then a single door to the north.
Okay. Let's go for the double doors, right, guys?
Seems like that's where more important things would be. For
Can I
grander
do like
entrances.
All right.
Can I do like a quick
Insight check?
insight? Yeah, insight check to see if I get any hints of where I think theirs might be, given the
Sure.
structure, anything that we've seen, noticing.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll an insight on
Really would.
the Bozok.
Just option or insight, either one.
Yeah.
A
I mean, just to
15.
see
Okay.
where his eyes go, if he pointed, anything that would clue
He's
us to
just
which
kind
one.
of watching you guys, but not like taking any heed as to like what door you guys go to.
Well, Biddy is proficient in insight and rolled a 23.
Yeah.
She's picking up
Oh,
on
nice.
any
Oh, you rolled a 23?
things that I could possibly do. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see
I
your
didn't
roll.
see your roll. It's a secret
Me
roll.
either.
Inside?
Yeah.
No, it said it here.
I see it. Anyway, yeah. Okay, sure.
Okay. So
I
yeah,
don't know.
he
I don't know why I don't
doesn't.
see it.
We'll take your word for it, but yeah, he doesn't give you any type of a clue as to what door to take. You just. Yep.
Right. I could re-roll it if you want.
No, that's okay. No, that's totally cool. But yeah, with a 23, he
Okay.
still doesn't really give you any type of insight as to
God damn it.
what door to go to.
Okay. I have
Okay.
a +8, so
So you guys wanted the
Okay.
double
Well,
doors?
no, I wasn't looking for hints. I was just gonna see if like, are there any doors that look like they're more scuffed or something? I don't know.
Both of them look
Doing my
used.
CSIs.
Yeah, with insight, both of them look
Right.
well used.
okay.
Trying to trick my math brain into thinking that the bottom room isn't necessarily going to be smaller, but definitely.
Yeah, I know. That's what. Yeah, thinking like a great meeting room, and then like a stairwell is like a single door sort of situation. Anyway, well, he's staring at us, so here's what I'm gonna do. Evens
Okay.
goes to the top. Odds go to the bottom. We okay
Sure.
with this?
The
Okay.
Bozak turns to his
Albert, you good with
companion
that?
and says,
These are the most strangest folk I have ever seen come to this tower.
We're going to the top.
Taking the north door.
Yep.
the north door? Okay. So you guys go to the north door. Let me move you all there. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So you guys move in.
Okay. So we're not wrong.
You're
It
not
was
wrong.
closer.
I'll just move you guys in. So you guys come into this room, and inside here, and the door behind you closes, just large stone door closes. The ceilings are about like 30 feet
Sweating
high.
profusely.
Yes, you guys are sweating profusely. You can hear the Bozak kind of talking some shit as you guys close the door. And there's like light that kind of shines off in this whole inside of this tower and stuff, kind of like very kind of dimmish light, kind of magical light that's coming. But in this area that you guys step into, you see two long consoles jut from the walls of this room, covered in levers, colored stones, and dull glass hemispheres. Etched into the floor between the consoles is an elaborate symbol radiating orange light, which is coming from here. So you got your two consoles here. And what would you guys like to do?
I wouldn't mind investigating if folks think we got that time.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And
Those tables look interesting.
Okay.
I mean, sorry, but he probably can't see over the top.
Yeah.
Got your little floating shoes.
Yeah.
Are there any?
Yeah, you got
Oh
your
yes,
levitation
I'm still
shoes.
levitating.
Yep, you're still levitating. So with your
And that's
levitating
the same
boots,
there.
so
Right.
Biddy and whoever else wants to look at the consoles, go ahead and make a Arcana check for me.
Halvard will try
It's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
So Balrin, just you discover that the consoles monitor a powerful source of magic elsewhere in the tower. They also determine that even though the magic is currently active, the controls indicate something is malfunctioning. If you wish, you can try to use the play around with the console to try to diminish the power of this magic. But you feel like you can probably not completely deactivate it. You could mess around with these controls if you wish.
And do you have any idea what it would do? Like any insight of it? Can I deactivate it? And
I'm guessing maybe the little thing we're on right now might stop floating.
yeah.
This might be the thing that's pulling magic from the dragon bones.
As you guys are checking that out, like Halvard, you're kind of near the symbol area and stuff. Halvard, go ahead and make a perception check for me. But the rest of you guys near the console,
perception.
yeah, the rest of you guys near the console are not really sure.
Ooh.
You know, there's some levers and knobs
60.
to use, but you're not really sure what to do. With a 16, Halvard, you realize that this symbol looks like an aerial view of the tower and its exterior buttresses. And the symbol on the floor sheds dim orange light out to about 5 feet. So, Halvard, I'll put you down there just checking out the symbol. And then I'll put you guys just kind of over here checking out the consoles. Like Xiaomi will just kind of join you two and check out the symbol.
I'll share what I know, and then I will also go to investigate and see if I can pull up any other detail that we noticed, like whether it be the symbol in the middle of the other console or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, you check
I don't
around.
know if people want me just to shut this. I can try to shut it down and see what it does.
Yeah, you check around, and that's pretty much, you just see the consoles themselves. You feel like you can do something with the controls, and then by knowing that the symbol is basically like an aerial view of the tower and its exterior, but at the same time you feel like something is malfunctioning. But you feel like the controls will do something if you wanted to use those.
It's like a big red button that's push, and I kind of want to push it.
There's no
Yeah.
red button self-destruct, unfortunately.
It's like, is there a little portion of the light that's glowing a little more red? It's where the damage is.
Cool.
What are you thinking, Alfred Biddy? Should I deactivate it? Kind of wanna.
I mean, was it that we couldn't activate it, but we could try and lessen it? Was what it was? Is what it sounded like?
Yeah, it seemed like you can diminish the power of this magic
There it
by
is.
using the consoles.
And
I'd say try.
Yeah.
If we could do
this day.
maybe a
amount.
small amount, see if there's any like change immediately that we notice. Maybe just to like see
Yeah.
if anything changes, and then if nothing big changes, go as far as we can.
Okay.
yes.
And then if
Diminish
it just seems
slow.
incredibly obvious, just all the way and then run upstairs.
Pretty
Okay.
much. Would I? Yeah. Let's try it.
Balrin, you gonna try this then?
Yeah, and do enough
Okay.
just until I can figure out what the hell it does. So little
Okay.
bits until we can tell.
Sure. So Balrin, you grab this control on the console and you pull it down just slightly, and you do this, and then you feel the whole console starts to throttle this tower's magic, and the symbol in the center of the room turns red, and the threshold's entire floating island kind of does like a small elevator drop about 10 feet down and stops. And like everybody's kind of like shaking, and nobody needs to make a dex check or anything like that, but it was a very abrupt stop. And you feel like there was
Freaking
maybe
knew it.
a fail-safe stop from the island from falling. And the runes kind of return back to its original color, which is orange, and the controls all kind of like freeze and lock up and just. But you don't feel like there's any damage to the tower or anything like that, but you obviously did something. He dropped it. He gave it a good elevator floor 1 level drop.
Baby's like, I think we should go to the door and the stairs now.
Okay. You
I'm
guys
down.
want to go to the
This
stairs?
is a good time to get away from the problem where they're going to come around and figure out what went wrong.
Okay.
That's the main one. Yeah, I don't want to get caught at these controls. Yep.
Okay.
Up we go.
Up you go. All right. So you guys go up the stairs. And let me get you to the next level. Fog of War. Oops, let's not do that. Let's do this. And this. And let me grab you guys. Okay. I'm going to put you guys just in the entryway of this door, which is like right in front of Halvard. Halvard, I'm going to say you're always going to go first through all this stuff. So you guys kind of go around this circular stairway, kind of going up. And Halvard, this is what you see when you open the door. You see 9 blue crystalline columns crackle and hiss as lightning arcs unpredictably between them. Oops, let me scroll up here. A double door up here that leads to another room to the north, and a small door that leads to the stairs. Oh, stairs to the south. Okay, yeah. Sorry, that is the way that you come out. So hang on. I'm gonna put you in the room, but I'm not really gonna put you. Let me see. Let me fix the fog of war so I can show you guys where you are. So there, yeah. So sorry, bear with me. Make sure. Okay. So let me move Halvard to the door. And okay. So Halvard, you are kind of like right here in the front, and this is what you see coming up. There is no crap. Fog of War, so challenging right now. So yeah, you guys come up to the stairway, the spiral stairway, and there's basically a door to the south of where Halvard is, and that's where Halvard is looking into the room. So yeah, that's what you see. You see 9 blue crystalline columns crackle and hiss as lightning arcs unpredictably between them. Double door to another room to the north, which is over here, and a smaller door leads to the stairs down, which is where you're at. What would you like to do?
Halvard, you're in there first.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is it like lightning is arcing around to where
the lightning's kind of
not be able to
arcing
maneuver?
The lightning's kind of arcing all over between these 9 different blue crystalline columns.
Okay. Is there any path I see between these that I could walk, or is it just shoots off around randomly, and so there isn't a consistent path.
It's happening randomly, where the lightning is bouncing all around, but it seems to be charging or funneling itself from these crystalline columns.
Mm.
You can discuss with your party members if you'd like.
Yeah, I suppose he'll just say what he sees.
Is there anything from what we like a check, an Arcana check, or something to figure out what those do, what their purpose is?
No, you've never seen anything quite like this before. But it does look dangerous inside with this lightning that's arcing all over the place.
Do we see any, like, I mean, this is kind of what Halford was asking, but like, can we see any path people have walked before?
No, you don't. There's no like immediate path. So yeah, it's like the floors are just very clean. Everything in here is very clean, and but just with that arcing lightning overhead that's just bouncing from column to column, just and just kind of bouncing, arcing all over the place.
And so we wouldn't be able to just walk through here and expect to be completely unscathed by this lightning, right?
Mm.
You could try walking through if that's what you wanted to do.
Well, one of us could try. I guess we're gonna all have to go through here.
Was it just along the floor, or how tall is the ceiling?
The ceiling is about 30 feet high. The room is kind of lit by, the same light as down below. And then, yeah, pretty much just those crystalline columns, the blue crystalline columns, and then just the double doors to the north of that. So
Does that lightning count reach the ceiling at all, or how tall do these pillars reach?
the pillars, I'll say they don't go all the way. They go up maybe like 15 feet high, and then but they're like the crystalline. You look at them, they look like they, are made of, a crystal-like substance, and it's blue inside, and it seems like this lightning energy is just, charging and shooting from one crystalline thing to another crystalline. It's like just charging this lightning bolt that's just like sending, these arcing lightning things all around from one crystalline to another crystal.
Try and blow one up with a little firebolt.
Well,
But they got through being harmed. Can I like spy her will the world to the room and hopefully like it deactivates it? An off switch on deactivate.
You don't see any controls around, but I mean, if you guys wanted to attack one, you could definitely try that.
And so thaumaturgy, I have the option from tremors in the ground. I'm wondering, do some harmless tremors in the ground, the connections.
Okay. All right. You cast thaumaturgy. Biddy like channels a spell, and you see the ground 30 feet range in front of just like start shaking. The columns are not really doing anything. The energy is, still crackling and doing its thing. It's
So-
not like the crackling energy dispelled it or anything like that, but you did, cause like a small tremor in the ground here, but it didn't really seem to do much.
Didn't disrupt. Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
Could I send my fancy longsword to go and attack these?
Xiaomi's like, if you're gonna attack it, Halvard, why don't I try my Eldritch Blast? Save you your longsword.
Oh, I got fire bolts, and I'll save you spell slot.
Okay. So yeah. Why don't we?
Has anybody got any other ideas? Because it's my only.
No.
All right.
Is Eldritch Blast a spell or a cantrip?
It's a
Cantrip.
Cantrip.
Oh, it is.
Xiaomi.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, why don't
Could be a
Xiaomi will
group.
do two. I
Yes,
mean,
why not?
she can cast them twice, and it's probably the most powerful cantrip. So Xiaomi is gonna line up. She's gonna shoot for this one first. So she is going to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at it. I got a critical fumble. Oh no. And 16. Okay. So that hit.
Target practice at this.
Target practice. So you see like her first one like just kind of misses. And then the second one she hits the target and it does 7 points of damage, and you can see the crystal starts cracking like from her blow. And she's like, that seemed like it did something to that crystal. She's like, you guys mind if I see if I can break it?
By all means.
Okay.
Yep, do it. I'll help. I'll shoot a
She fires 2 more Eldritch Blasts. The first one's gonna hit. The second one did not. But this one, oh yeah, 15. So yeah, her second one kind of misfires, and like one of the lightning just like kind of hits it, and it kind of goes off. But her second one that she fires like shatters and destroys this arc right here. Let me kind of put down, or let me draw a circle. Okay. So she just destroyed this crystalline thingy, and you can see the arcing and stuff like kind of stops. But it's kind of still, the arcing still kind of like starts jumping from still kind of like all over the room. And let's see. As that crystalline does damage, you hear like, and you hear almost like this mechanized type weird sound that happens, and you guys from like over by like where the double doors are, you see this mechanoid creature like this huge spider, like, and its eyes are like red and just kind of whatever. And you guys have seen one of these before. I don't know why. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Everything is so slow.
Close the door.
And it comes out and it sees you guys have destroyed a crystal.
Oh, we're around the corner.
And this thing, we're gonna go into initiative. But you see like arcs, like even the arcing lightning and stuff kind of still like is around this thing, and it almost looks like it's totally immune to like this lightning, but it sees you guys as like an intruder, and it will roll initiative. So everybody roll initiative.
I'm not in the room. How does it see us?
That's what I'm saying. We're in the corner. We hear it. I want to close the door.
We're not through the door. We were shooting through the door at that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a crystal was damaged in the room, and that's what triggers it. So,
So
even though
So we
So
should
it
give us some
doesn't.
because it doesn't know we're there.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
about
No,
that.
just saying, yeah.
Right. Show me.
These ones, if I recall, are hard to take down. Would this be a good pausing
we
place?
took one down for taking down like 4 other guys.
Oh
so-
yeah.
Yeah, and
We
they were
yeah
on
we
it for a while, so this is gonna. I don't think it's gonna be fast.
yeah we could pause here if you guys want to, because this you still have the lightning arc that's like going along or going in this room. That's really not stopping. But yeah, since it's 9:30, we can definitely pause here as we enter melee combat.
If that's okay with folks. Sorry.
Yeah.
Stair combat.
No. Yep. That'll work out
This would be
good.
very weird house words.
We're getting
Stand
Xiaomi
our
already
ground.
Unless we just
warmed
destroy all of the crystals immediately.
up. Well, it seemed to do something. I mean, besides just bring out this Istarian drone that you guys have seen before, but yeah. You think, I mean, you guys feel like as soon as you step into this room, you're probably going to get electrical shocks from the lightning. So, but knowing that you guys were able
Unless
Why
we
that?
keep taking them down.
damage. Yeah.
Like Ballrin can start shooting at one of them. I can send some like
Oh, yeah. Well,
of my like blast cantrips at another. I'll just try to knock out the one side of the room. Then there won't be any connections on our side. Then we'll just methodically work our way down.
yeah.
Destroying all the crystals.
You could do
Mhm.
a nice AE or something and see if you can get a bunch of these crystals, knock it down. So, something to think about for next week. Join us next week.
Yeah.
As Balrin will go first and then Xiaomi. So you got your spellcasters just ready to do it first.
Ready, locked and ready.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, cool. Thank you. Sorry for the session tonight.
Oh, no. All good. That was probably a good stopping point because
Yeah.
that way we start just with combat with Xiaomi. So since she's
Yeah.
not here, so it works out good. So cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Now.
thank
All right.
you,
Well, good night,
Twitch
everybody. Thank you.
streamers.
We're in
Yep.
the
Good
creepy
night.
floating